My name is Seth Bani, and today I'm going to show you how to design this. Alright guys, so let's jump into Photoshop and then Control N to bring in this up for us. So I'm going to set the value to 1500 and I'll set the value here to also 1500. I'm going to call it Party Flyer. Set the resolution to 72. Make sure yes also pixels per inch, RGB color because it's just for social media and for digital screens. And then I'll click on create. Next thing is I'm going to bring our rulers, and so if your ruler is not showing, click on Ctrl R and then just drag your rulers. Alright, so now let's bring our background. Let's start with our background, and we want to start first by bringing this particular image. The more images you add to your background, well, it depends on how you do it as well. The more it becomes richer. So I think I'll use something like this. Perhaps pull here a little bit up, and then I'll bring the second image as well. And then this, I would also increase it that way. So guys, we can always resize it. So this is quite good for me. Now let's make this all invisible. Only this one. This one, I want us to send it to overlay. Awesome. The second one, this particular one, I want us to change the blending mode. Let's use linear dodge. There's it. Okay, I want us to come here to our adjustments layer and then look for hue and saturation and then clip it to it. And then for the hue, let's set the value to 16. For the saturation, let's set the value to 42. And then for the lightness, let's set the value to -11. Let's bring our levels. Party flyers normally have contrast, and this looks too bright. We want to add some contrast to it, and so let's pull the value over here to 39. I want 39 to 40 is quite good. Also, let's leave here at 1. Let's set the value here to 239. Now it looks quite nice. Let's also give it hue and saturation. And then for the hue, let's leave it like that. For the lightness, let's leave it like that. But for the saturation, let's boost it more. Let's give it 50%. Let's see. Awesome. Now let's go and bring our image and drag the lady in there. Resize it. But then we can always come back again and then resize it. Click on OK. Now double click over here on the image and then leave the underlining layer like this. Also this one, we are going to leave it like this, but this particular one, I want you to hold Alt on the keyboard, click on half of this arrow over here, half of it. Don't click on the entire thing, half of it. It will divide. Drag it down until you get to 190, and then click on OK. So we're going to have something like this. Also, we want to give it more effect, so let's go and pick our curves. Let's pick this and let's clip it to it. I want you to send this particular one here like this. Awesome. Click over here on the RGB, select red, and then boost this side up a little bit. Go and select blue and boost this side down a little bit. Let's go for red. Let's boost red up a little bit more. Okay, so now this is also quite great. You can send it back to RGB. Now let's give it a new layer. Let's pick our brush and then set here to color black. Make sure caps lock is off. Increase the size of the brush and then let's paint over there. Alright, so let's put everything in a folder and let's call it background. Okay, so let's type here and let's go and pick our details. Let's pick yellow and let's type over there. Push it somewhere here. We are using still fish. Set the value here to extra bold and then set the value here to 317. Also make sure the tracking is -40 minus 40. Don't click over here, but click over here to make everything caps. Let's set the value for the color to FFC706, and that is it. Now I want you to double click it and then go to stroke. Set the value for the size to 4. Use outside, blending mode to normal, opacity to 100, color, choose color black, and click on OK. Now duplicate it and send it somewhere here. Nice. Let's pick black and paste it there. Now for black, I want us to also set it to stale fresh, extra bold. We are using 317 as well. Tracking to minus 40. Click over here as well. But for the color, let's choose this particular color code 302 D2D. Click on OK. Now click on the stroke and let's go and pick this yellow color and click on OK and OK, and that is it. Just like that. That is it. I also want us to pick a rectangular tool and then draw. Nice. Drag it in here a little bit. Now did you see where I placed it? I placed it between the B. Make sure it is between there. See the line over here, we just place it over there like that. Now choose the color, this for it, and then drag it beneath the black. You also want to give it stroke. Click on U for the options to pop. Give it stroke. Click over here and come and pick this yellow color. Click on OK. And I want you to set the value for the stroke to 4. Double click on the stroke and then let's choose drop shadow. Click on the color here and then let's choose this particular color 302 D2D. Click on OK. Now let's set the opacity to 79. The angle, let's set it to 90. And then let's set the values here to 4. Let's set here to 3. And then let's set here to 51. Then click on OK. Okay, so we have something like this. Very nice. Now let's close everything. Click over here and then click on end. Now for the end, let's pick the yellow color. And then for the font, let's choose Cambria. Also for the size, let's use 45. Set it to regular over here, minus 40 over here. Click on this to make it quite bolder. Click over here as well, and then let's drag it up. Click on the move tool, let's drag it up. Let's make sure it's in the middle of the entire box. Awesome. Now let's put everything in a folder and let's call it yellow and black. Let's call this BG for background, yellow and black. Give it this and clip it to it. Pick color black over here. Choose your brush. Make sure caps lock is off. And just paint from here that way. Now go to the blending mode and set the blending mode to multiply, and reduce the opacity to 47. Now open back the yellow and black, and then on yellow, click on yellow. Come back and pick your particles, this particular image, and drag it in there. just like that. Increase the size and clip it to it. Now let's go and set the value over here to multiply, and then set it to 30 exactly. So we are done with the theme. Now let's go and pick our details as well. Click on your text to type over here, pick birthday party, and then paste it here. Let's open our character, and then let's set the font to Cambria. Let's set it to regular. For the font size, let's use 58, and then also for the tracking, let's use 500. Nice. Click over here to make it quite bolder. Now this looks quite good. Click over here and come and select the yellow color over here. And then let's also make sure this yellow is in the middle. So click here and click here, and let's drag it. Let's drag it somewhere here. Now use your eyes to gauge it. Let's also make sure the birthday party is centered, and let's drag it up. Pick the rectangular tool and draw a very thin rectangle. Come to the color fill and choose color white. Make sure the stroke is off, and let's center this too. Now you're going to zoom in to make sure the distance between this and this are the same. So let's send it up. Perhaps bring the birthday down a little bit. We want equal spacing here, equal spacing here. Okay, let's also make sure the rectangle is centered. Birthday is centered, rectangle also centered. Now let's type over here and let's pick the rest of the details. Let's pick special guest and paste it there. Now special guest, we are going to use railway font. We're also going to set here to light as well. Okay, let's set the font size to 33, and then let's click here, let's choose color white, and then let's set the tracking to 0. Make sure it is centered and drag it up. Okay, so we also want to make sure there's equal spacing there as well. It's just like that. The more you do, the more you get used to it. Equal spacing there. Nice. Now let's duplicate it and bring it down. Now with this, we don't need to leave equal spacing. This is a different thing. But then we could pick this. Let's pick this, and then double click it. Let's paste it there. Let's use a different font. We don't want to use one font throughout as it begin to look boring. Let's use Franklin Gothic heavy. We are using regular. Let's set the font size to 54, and then let's click over here. But this, let's take this one off. Let's choose this particular color, EC9E03. Same yellow color but a little bit deeper, and then let's duplicate it and send it this way. So the same spacing here should be the same spacing here as well. I believe, guys, you are catching up. These are little tricks that make your design very, very nice. Let's set this color to this ash color here. Now let's double click it and let's click on stroke. Let's set the color to color yellow over here. You can click on it to come and pick yellow over here, and also let's give the stroke 2, and that is it. Outside normal, 100% color yellow, everything like this. That's all. Click on OK, and so you're going to see it reflecting over there as well. Let's close it. Let's click on a rectangle, duplicate it, and then bring it down. Now let's click on DJ and then MC, Control T. Let's center it. Let's type here and pick the rest of the details. your logo goes here and paste it there. Let's zoom out to see it clearly. Now with this, let's set the color to color white. For the font, let's use still Franklin Gothic heavy, and then let's choose this yellow color over here. Click on OK. Let's center it, and then let's duplicate it, bring it down. Let's pick the address and let's paste the address there as well. Now for the address, let's choose color white, and then let's choose railway. Okay, let's make it light. Nice. Now let's set the font size to 22, and then let's click over here, make it quite bolder. Click over here as well, and then let's send it up. Now I don't like the spacing, so I might work a little bit more on the spacing later on. Let's drag this one also down, and then let's pick this detail and then paste it there. Also make sure it is centered. Okay, now for that one, let's use Franklin Gothic heavy, set it to regular, set the font size to 54. We're also using the same yellow. That is it. Okay, so now we are done with it. Let's see how it looks like. Let's close this one. Let's see how it looks like. I think you need to bring it down a little bit. And so let's put everything here in a click here. I can click on the birthday while holding shift, Ctrl G to put it in the folder. Let's call it details. Okay, now from details, and then all the way hold shift and then click on yellow as well. Let's bring everything down. Let's bring everything down. Okay, so something like this is quite great. And then let's see, open it, click on special guest. Now you can see special guest is too little space over there. Let's send special guest up a little bit, and then also there's too much space down here. Let's click on address and bring address down a little bit. So I believe you are seeing how I do my my design. So this is just basic test alignment and editing. So something like this is quite great. Okay, so I think I will go with this. This is quite good for me. Now we are done with everything. Let's create a new layer on top of it. Let's bring in more light. Click on your brush and pick color white. Make sure caps lock is off. Increase it. Click over here. Let's click over here. Nice. Now click on a new listing. Let's change the color to color yellow over here, and then click over here as well. Now I want you to click on the blending mode and use screen. This brightens the image up. Duplicate it, click on your move tool, and then drag it this side as well. So you can see it casting a little bit on the text. We like that. Duplicate it again and bring it down here, but this time reduce the opacity drastically to around 17%. Awesome. And then let's change it to let's see, lighten, and let's see. Okay, the white to, let's change the white to lighten. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put it in the folder, Ctrl G, and let's call it glow. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how you design a party flyer or a birthday party flyer. If you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel as well. Smash the like button and send me some comments if you have any suggestions or anything that you want to tell me. I love you all guys. See you in the next tutorial. Peace.